welcome to Die Rolling. I'm Adam. Who's going? I just shouted out, "I'm Adam," without any.
No problem.
That's great. That's all I have to say. I'm
Yeah,
Adam.
that's it. I'm well.
The end. Bye.
I'm Brendan.
There we go. We very kindly, Brendan from Escape Plan Games has joined us for tonight's installment of Dungeons and Dragons: Stranger Things starter set. Brendan, you've only played like Dungeons and Dragons once before.
Yeah, pretty much. So a bit of a noob here. Definitely up for experimenting with lots of wacky ideas, though.
Excellent. Well, we all feel like noobs playing this, to be fair. Speaking of noobs, so Will is joining us again as the resident kind of hitting bag.
Yeah.
He's going to absorb all the arrows and balls and anything that Jamie wants to throw at us.
Yeah.
He's basically a cushion. And then Jamie is our resident DM for this.
Yeah.
How confident are you feeling tonight, Jamie?
I feel like I'm, apart from the guest character, I feel like I'm going to annihilate both of you to the point that this could be the last adventure.
Oh no.
You're going for a total party kill at this point, right?
I am, yeah, that's it. You know, I've had enough of you guys.
Okay.
Before we get started, should we introduce why our guest is here, what they bring to the table, so to speak?
Sounds like a plan. Can you do that?
I know, let you do it. You do it so much better than I do.
Do I?
The articulation is there tonight for you. It's not.
So, Brendan is the genius behind this pretty cool game, and it might be in reverse on the cameras. I don't know or not. But Stop the Train, excellent kind of party game that I really enjoy playing. And you've got something else in the pipeline, right, Brendan?
Yeah, we're launching another sort of social deception game on Kickstarter in March. It's called Hit the Silk. It's about a heist on a plane that goes wrong, and the criminals don't have enough parachutes, so they fight it out. It's semi-cooperative again, so you've got to depend on each other, whilst at the same time needing to screw each other over a little bit too. So it's a fun game.
Now, I was very fortunate. Brendan sent us a copy of this, and over the social restrictions being lifted over Christmas, I was able to play this with quite a lot of my family. Not quite a lot in the sense there was too many people. Don't worry, don't make any phone calls. But yeah, we had an absolute blast. Just absolutely trying to swindle each other out of parachutes. And the best bit of the game is, in my opinion, once everyone's kind of jumped off, anyone who's left on the plane gets the chance to land it. And it's the most tense thing you're ever likely to watch. It's great fun. So when
it's my 6-year-old daughter came up with that concept. I mean, we've tweaked it a bit since then, but it's such a simple idea. But for some reason, it's quite tense.
It's great fun. Like the thing is, you know, once you've jumped out of the plane, you kind of feel like, wow, you know, you've won at this point. You think, yeah, great, I've done this, but you're still really invested in the person who's gonna. You're like, oh, they're gonna land the plane or not? They're gonna crash.
You upset your own guilt for leaving them high and dry, really.
Exactly. So I'm really looking forward to once social kind of restrictions have gone, so we can have a try this out in the Die Rolling crowd, because I know the first person who's going to get left on that plane is going to be Will.
Yeah.
The first person who's going to push us
Oh,
out.
I'll just shift the joystick down and then just jump out the plane.
I'm excited because I wanted to play. There's a number of games that have come, and I remember doing the thumbnails for your first game for our channel. And I was just like, oh, I really want to play this. So I'm super excited for when we can actually get back to the table and get on to some games. It's been really odd introducing guests where we haven't played the game, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah. Right. I mean, both games work on the online platforms. We've got Tabletop Simulator. If you really wanted to have a crack at it, happy to host you. Actually, Hit the Silk works through Zoom as well, with essentially like a DM, and it makes it a very social game. It's a bit slower than the kind of the tabletop, you know, actually a real person version of it, but it's a lot of fun over Zoom as well.
Well, maybe we can try that, Adam.
Yeah,
get that on the channel.
I'll be speaking to you after this, Brendan, and we'll sort that out, because I think everyone would really enjoy that.
Yeah, we really would. Maybe next week, right? Excellent. Well, let's now we've caught up, and understood it. It's the fun part of the night for me, which is watching you guys win.
We're gonna break it out of a prison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great plan, yeah. We've got it covered. It's fine.
Sure.
Chief Hopper, he's got his Casio watch. Nothing will go wrong. So, if you remember, just to recap from last week, you guys entered the prison, which you could have like snuck in, made your way in. You could have, done all sorts of deception, but no, as per usual, you go gung ho, start killing people straight off the bat. So they know you're here. They're well aware that there's people here because you set the alarms off twice. Help yourself to coffee, beer, food. Lucas the Ranger, you're now adept in dog whispering.
Yep. Call me Caesar.
But you have found yourself key number 2 for lock number 1, and you currently stood in the courtyard with a tower to your southwest.
My southwest. I'm normally thinking of that in directions as well. So the southwest, we have a tower. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
think the good thing is that we don't embarrass ourselves. We come in gung ho with a lot of action. We've been messing around trying to find what to do next for a long time. I think we've got some credibility at stake here.
There's no credibility whatsoever for any of us.
Oh, okay, let's go.
So, because I for one have no idea where we're supposed to go at this point, because we have a key number 2 for a door number 1, but this is the upside. Like things are like bizarro world in this place. So maybe you'd like to take this number 2 key and try and put in the number 1 lock. What's the worst could happen?
Yeah, I can go and try and do that. There is like a space like to our level which we've not actually explored.
Is that?
Well, we're in the courtyard. There's like a bit of the courtyard. There's a wall that looks like it's not been explored. Like this point. You don't know if there's a door there.
Well, we could always go check it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there a door over here?
Roll an investigation check.
Cool. I will roll an investigation.
Everyone, yeah.
I got a 10. Oh yes, with rolls we take the highest number.
Okay, let me know how to do that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I just got to hit /roll, yeah?
You can go into your character sheet, and then there's an investigate in your skills. There's an investigation word. If you click on that, that will roll you the dice.
Investigation. Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, so you just click it. Yeah. Awesome. Got 15.
Excellent. So after a good 10-15 minutes of thorough investigation of the wall, you have absolutely ascertained it is still a wall.
Okay.
With the tower to your southwest.
Okay. So we, like you said previously, we're in a courtyard.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else there. And this door up here, that's currently locked or open?
It's open. You've opened it. You've stolen the key.
Okay.
Don't forget there is a tower in this.
Something makes me feel like we should.
Yeah, we should go and check the tower, right?
What do you think, Hopper?
Yeah, I'm going. Are there 2 steps up to it there?
No, you need to. There doesn't appear to be an entrance, but there is a tower.
Climb
So
the
We
tower.
could see that wall, couldn't we?
Yeah,
Let's get up there.
just
We
scale
don't
it
need
out.
to.
How tall's the wall?
Well, you were able to see it from when you were in the forest, so it's a good 200 feet up.
On my rope. Okay, just checking.
Try climbing it. Sure.
Yeah. Can we have a look to see if there's any? I mean, to be fair, we have a guy with a watch that can make people fly.
Yeah,
Just saying.
we could just fly up. Well, I can't fly everyone up, but we can fly some people up.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like frivolous use of the watch, but then what else is it there for but to be frivolous with?
Exactly.
So, how do I execute that then?
You press the button.
You just press the button and let me know when you press the button and what you're doing, and I'll tell you when you run out.
You don't actually press any buttons on Roll20. You just say you push the button.
Yeah. Oh, so gotcha. Yeah. I wasn't sure it was an actual button to press.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let's hit that button. So is it just me that's flying up there?
No, you can pick one or many objects. The more objects you pick, the less fuel you have for your watch. But you as a player have to tell me what you are saying, and I will use my very extensive calculation over on this side of the table to tell you when you are running low.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, is Lucas heavy?
I mean, I'm a half orc ranger, so I'm fairly heavy. I'm happy not being taken up there. I'm happy to just chill out in this courtyard. Keep up with stuff.
You could take me pretty just an elf.
It's worth me taking the key up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not clear what all the inventory is, so I'm just going to take what the standard things are and head up now.
Okay, so you press your button and you sort of direct it at yourself. You don't really know how that works, but you just know that's how that's going to work. You press the button and you lift off the floor. You've gone about 50 feet and you've used about 10%. You've gone about 100 feet, you used 20%. You've gone up the full 200 feet and you've used, you ready? 40%. And you're currently looking in and you can see two windows. They're about this by this. The only trouble is for you to open the windows, you're probably going to have to let go of the watch.
Am I kind of hovering mid-air still here, or have I landed somewhere?
You're hovering mid-air. Now above you is on top of the tower. There is you can almost see like a point, like a pointed roof, so you could safely land on that. But then you wouldn't be able to open the window from that point.
Oh, I see. So, but is there like a kind of a balcony edge I can kind of grip onto whilst I'm...
No, it's completely flat and sheer. There's nothing that you can visibly see that you could hold on. You could try and hold on to the brick, like let go of the watch, grab the brick, see if that works. Or you. No,
I'm going to the top. I'm going to the roof.
Okay, you go to the roof and you've used about 42%. They're giving you a little indicator. You're now on the roof of the tower.
Yeah. We need to try and get through the roof now. That's the plan. We kind of just get some of these slates or tiles or whatever's up here. We're not trusting that side entrance of the window.
Okay, yeah. So, where are you throwing the tiles? Down below?
I'm going to launch them in a different direction from my colleagues. I think maybe away from the complex.
Cool, excellent. So you throw the first one. It makes an almighty banging sound as it hits the floor. Like it sounds like an explosion as this big piece of stone thumps against the floor on the outside. Do you want to carry on?
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed already by now if so, let's might as well crack on and do the lot.
Yeah, just keep going.
Excellent. So as you're throwing the tiles on the floor, you've made a fantastic hole in the ceiling, and you can look down now into the tower, and what you can see are two guards, and hopefully you can see that.
Yeah.
Two guards, what appears to be a couple of chairs with a key on it and a lever. So you, Chief Hopper, will now be there.
Yep.
Excellent. And Lucas and Calvin, and you've obviously been looking up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Excellent. So can you roll a perception, please.
Cool.
I mean, I can. Whether I want to is a. Boom! 23 perception.
Nat
On
20.
the active person in the courtyard.
Right. So, Lucas, you spot in out the corner of your eye a 5 guards coming running into the courtyard. You instinctively turn around.
Now, it's worth reminding you, Jamie, I'm actually wearing the outfit of one of the guards.
Oh, well, I forgot you were wearing the outfit of one of the guards.
Because that's how I roll.
They ignore you, and they immediately fire, and they will get a free attack on you, Will, because you didn't roll. So I'll roll for all 5 of them separately. So 6.
No, that doesn't.
4. So 10, 13, 17, and 5.
So the 13 and the 17 hit.
Cool, and they are going to throw their spear, which is a 1 range, 1d6 plus 1.
All the maths.
4 and 4, so 8 damage.
Ouch. Ouch. Oh. Got jabbed in the shoulder again for spears.
There's so many spears in this place, it's ridiculous.
Okay,
Sure, it's not a spear factory.
now you have a decision to make, Lucas, the ranger. You either are now going to start spearing Calvin Powell as a guard, dressed, or you're going to roll for initiative.
Well, what would Lucas do?
Try and spear these, try and blend in.
No, because
Then you can convince the guard saying we're just having an investigation, a drill of the tower.
well, yeah, I'm not especially attacking them, but I'm rolling initiative because I'm not going to attack Calvin Powell here. But I have got an idea where I might be able to convince them, although my charisma is terrible, that I'm actually on their side.
Cool.
Capture Calvin Powell.
Yeah, those 5 guards have got initiative 12. Mr. Hopper, you're fine. You haven't engaged yet because the guards haven't engaged. But if you want to not roll for initiative to fight those 2 there, then let me know.
I'm guessing I'm rolling initiative.
Yeah, you're rolling initiative.
Come on, get high.
That's it.
Cool.
Are you ready to be a prisoner here?
Chief Hopper has decided to stay out of it and just observe the 2 guards in the tower.
What did you ask, Brendan?
I was asking if Calvin was trying to masquerade as a prisoner here.
No, so like I'm basically dressed up as a guard here. And Calvin's lived in the village his whole life, but he's just dressed up as Calvin.
Yeah.
I was thinking I could probably say that we've captured him. But they seem to like to stab their prisoners here, so I wouldn't be surprised if the guy we're trying to find is actually already dead, if I'm honest.
Just been attacked, but he's just covered in spears.
Covered in spears, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, well, it's the initiative is the draw, but you can go first.
Okay, I'm going to try to outwit them. I'm going to tell them to stop attacking with spears. There's a bunch of bandits the chief bandit who's in charge of all this. He's out that way. Go get him.
Chief of bandits.
Okay, roll charisma.
Well, there's a performance roll I could do.
Whatever you think is going to give you the best score.
Well, my performance and charisma are the same score, so it doesn't really matter.
Just do a performance.
Here we go. Drum roll, please. 11.
Yeah, they almost immediately fall and they fail to sort of believe your story, as they can clearly see a man on top of the roof with throwing tiles down. And as you guys were clearly looking at said guy, they suddenly came to the realization that you were not the guard.
Well, I tried. I failed, but I tried.
I've still got a few files left in my hand. I can lob them that way if it helps.
Yeah.
But you need to roll for initiative after everyone's got.
So after Will's had his go, then
Yeah.
join the foray and watch it. Right?
Oh, this is going to be fantastic! I can't wait.
Can you attack with spears again?
Okay, they're not going to take too kindly to you impersonating guards, so they're going to go. They're going to go for you. I'm just going to roll.
Anything over 16 hits me.
I'll roll 5 d20, so 2, 11, 10, 10, and a critical 20.
A critical 20 hits me.
Yeah, the critical 20 hits you for 1d6 plus 1. The 2 damage.
Just skims your shoulder.
Nice.
Take 2 damage, please, Lucas.
Now, here's a question: the spears, have they gone into the wall in a form of a kind of ladder, so I could climb up on them?
No, they've sort of fallen on the floor.
Okay. 2
So,
damage.
yeah.
Got ya. Right, Will. Where's the will? There's a way.
Yeah. Well, I think they're in range. Let me just double check that I can actually do this, because this Calvin guy is he's pretty strong with his magic. They're pretty much in range of anything. So I'm going to use, I think, magic missile.
Magic missile.
Yeah, magic missile.
Wow. Let's come to this.
2. Great. That's not good. I think is that the damage? That's the damage. Why didn't it roll the original dice?
You know how earlier I was saying, Brendan, it's like we're also noobs.
Yeah.
It's
I was wondering why that didn't roll the actual dice to start. I'll roll a d20 just to see if it hits.
There wasn't enough force for you to even pick up the dice, so it's
Okay, I rolled 13, and I'm going to attack the guard nearest me with magic missile. So I'm targeting this guy.
Cool. So you shoot your magic missile and you completely miss.
Great.
Yo, right, yes. You roll your initiative.
Sorry, was that for me? I missed that.
Yeah. If you roll initiative, please.
Initiative. Yeah, one sec. Is that what I find on my sheet, or what? Just
Yeah. So next to there's a shield saying armor class. Next to that will be your initiative.
got it. It just says 0 there.
Yeah, just click on the initiative button and it'll roll a d20 for you. Boom.
Boom. So you go after the guards and Adam, and you'll go, and then Will go. Cool. Lucas, you go first.
Right, I'm gonna target the guy that Will shot. Just a quick question. So in last week's episode, I had a whistle. What happened to the dogs that I had?
So the chief pressed the button on all 4 buttons.
Everyone went.
Everyone disappeared.
Cool.
Including your dogs that you were very high AP and yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna literally shoot at the person who's closest with my longbow.
Yeah.
Well, not the closest person. Sorry, the person that Will's wounded.
That one. Yeah.
So it's 11 plus 7 plus not Hunter's Mark. What's it called? Colossal Slayer. That's it. So 11 plus 7 plus this. Oh, there we go. So 11 plus.
This guy isn't wounded, but it doesn't matter because you killed him anyway.
Oh,
So this guy down here, he falls to the floor.
Cool. Has that now intimidated everyone else into not attacking?
No. Right, these guys are going to pull their sword out and they're going to move closer, so they are in. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. They're going to, so I'm going to split it. Lucas and Calvin. So 10, 20 on you, Lucas. That's 1, and 8 and 19.
Okay, so that's 1 for me.
Yeah. So this one's for you, Lucas. No, it's not. It's the sword. So 1d8 plus 1. For 2, Lucas.
Nice.
And for you, Calvin, it is
11.
5.
Of course.
Excellent. Right, it is now your turn, Mr. Hopper. Now you can. You are obviously up there, so you can do whatever you feel you want, need to do.
Yeah. Now that the guards have moved a little bit closer to the rest of the party, of chucking roofing materials at them all, lest I slip and clap one of my friends.
It's worth the risk.
I noticed there are 2 guards inside the tower. Have they seen me?
Not at this point, no, because you've not only made any sort of ruckus and noise, and they're not really paying that much attention to you.
Maybe I saw a great big hole that's appeared in the roof.
Yeah, they're not. These guys aren't that clever.
This is great. Okay, so I feel like I could maybe jump them and have the element of surprise then.
You could do, yeah. Are you going to jump them or throw roof tiles at them?
Do you feel like you guys can handle this on your own, or do you want some roof tiles to help you, Adam?
To be fair, I think we're okay for the moment.
Yeah.
We have quite a lot of health that
Yes.
we magically got for some reason. I can't remember how.
Oh, it's because of all the buttons got pressed.
All of them got pressed, so it's kind of like when the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers get into their Zoids. Kind of.
Yeah. So I don't have any kind of like archery gear, do I? So I'm probably going to use the roof tiles inside the room.
Yeah.
Okay, these people.
Roll a dexterity.
I'll throw the tiles through the hole at the chap on the left.
Yeah, so roll dexterity.
One sec.
Cool, and then roll a strength.
Nice.
Cool, right, yeah, so you...
You've got 2 numbers there. Can you talk me through that?
Yes, of course, right. So your dexterity was 19, which is close to a natural 20. So then you will be able to balance as you hold the stone. And then your strength, which is 22, which was a 19 plus a 3, which is your character's modifier, will give you the strength in what you throw it at.
Okay, and what are the figures on the left for there?
So we just take the highest of the 2.
I see. Okay, 2 chapters. Gotcha.
So in the new version, you roll twice. What it's supposed to do, by the looks of it, is eliminate. You know, when you roll dice, and you just get rubbish dice because it gives you the benefit of the 2.
Is that what it is, Jamie? Because I think there's something else here. I think it's something about advantage.
There's advantage, disadvantage, and neutral rolls. If you've got neutral, it's like you have 1 dice. Advantage, you get 2 dice and you take the higher value, and then disadvantage, you take the lower.
You've only been playing this for 8 sessions, so you know it's not like we should at this point.
There should be a setting that's on our character sheets, but we don't have it. So
it looks like that roof tile throwing practice has really kind of paid off.
Anyway, let's not get into this before I end up with a whole bunch of questions from a whole I googled it. This is what came back after Adam kicked off about, when's nice is it? There we go. Right. DM my rules. Right, so 1922. So so you pick up the thing. Your balancing skills are awesome. You just sort of balance on the edge of this rope, and you pick up this rock and you hurl it with such force that you do 12 points of damage. So this guy is immediately, like, you absolutely smash his skull in with this rock.
And the other guy's like,
amazing.
Evan?
And this guy's now like completely like, what? Obviously, you're gonna attack you back in a minute. I will roll his thing 14. So when he goes next, okay. So he will go next after Calvin.
Cool. Well, I'm going to end up doing a spell, which could be costly for myself as well as everyone in my nearby area, which is Thunder Wave.
Thunder.
Yeah, so I get to summon a 15-foot cube, and everyone in that area has to make a Constitution save or take 2d8 of thunder damage.
Okay.
And everyone is pushed 10 feet away from me. So,
am I in the range of this?
You will be in range, yes. So everyone is in range of this.
Just looking at my character sheet, Jamie, I think orcs are immune to lightning.
So I think I just about hit everything.
I mean,
but I can't hit anyone in the tower because everyone's like 200 feet above the ground.
You're not going to hit Chief Hopper, are you? Who's on the roof?
No, they're 200 feet off the ground. And 15 feet ground, I'm on the ground. Okay. It's Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave.
Are you Googling that, Jamie, because you don't believe him?
I put it in the put the description in.
I have the DM's manual over here. I'm going to read it.
So it's from me. So it's from me. It says a thunderous force sweeps you. Each creature in a picture makes this Constitution saving throw, and if they fail.
Okay. Right. So Lucas, make a Constitution saving throw.
Are you sure, Will? Because that's for description only.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
I will. Constitution. Here we go.
So 19.
So you're beating. So as long as you beat 13, you don't get hit.
16. 8.
Okay, so they take 12 points of damage. Thunder damage.
Man, why were you keeping these spells?
Oh, I was just taking my time reading them. I just went from the top of the.
Are you just going to alphabetical order?
No. I just chose one that sounded cool originally, which is I just thought magic missile because I thought start with that. They're at a range, and then I'll use this big spell when they come closer. I have another one, but that just destroys the whole prison if I do that. So I'm not doing that.
Lucas, the ranger.
Cool. Okay. So, isn't it the Guardian with Chief Hopper first though?
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah, the Guardian Chief Hopper. He has one spear and one sword. What he elects to do.
Does he attach them together?
He's going to go and hide behind the deck, underneath the deck.
Hidden out the way.
So he is now currently under the very big desk, hidden away from the man throwing rather large rocks at him.
Okay, I'm gonna use my sword then.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm too close to be shooting off my bow at this point. Are they all wounded as well, these guys?
No, they're not wounded, and none of that gets over their armor class. Okay. Right. This one here, and this one here, and this one here. So these two are going to go for Lucas. This one here is going to go for Calvin. I'll roll 3. I'll take it in that order. So okay. 7, 7, 4. No, none of them hit. Over to you, Chief Hopper.
So, what I think I'd like to do, this man's obviously terrified. We can get information from him, I think. I'd like to jump in there, grab hold of him, disarm him and hold him off the tower by his ankles and see if he gives up any information about the key systems in the prison.
That's an awful lot of stuff. So what we'll do is we'll dissect that down across a couple of turns because we're in combat. So the first thing is jumping down. So if you can do a dexterity and then you'll want to grab hold of him. So let's do a strength check. So roll for dexterity first. Yeah, okay, so you wibble wobble as you fall down. You kind of like, you know when you jump from a height and you land on both feet and your feet really hurt? That's exactly what's happened. So you're sort of now on the floor. You're not going to be in a position to tussle him on this go.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I know that's mean, but got to play.
No, it was rashly considered. It wasn't thought through. If I had descended in a more agile and gainly manner, we might be in a more fortuitous position here.
If you'd rolled a 1, it would have been even worse. Right.
I was confident with that rock throw. I just thought it was invincible for a minute.
Right, so you're now in the tower, and no one can. I'll come back to you once combat is finished to view the description or to roll your thing. Right, Calvin, let's see whether or not you can kill these last 3 people with something special.
There's only 3 of them left, Jamie.
There is this guy here, and this guy here.
Could you move the guy who's not there somewhere? It's always really confusing when there's a bunch of tokens on here. And
okay.
Thanks. Awesome.
Well, I can Thunder Wave again. But then I'm wasting all my level 1 spells.
Who can do it?
Let's do it. Let's do it again. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, so if I move, actually, I'm in range of all of them. So yeah, I'll just do a Thunder Wave again.
But could you actually show us how you would cast a Thunder Wave, like in real life, if you were actually there, Will? Could you role play this? What would you actually?
And then I'll just probably slam the ground, and then it would cause like a giant cube of electricity to like shock wave out from my hands. I can't really do a smash on the ground. I can sort of smack the table, but then I'll like destroy everyone's ears. So I wouldn't want to do that.
Is that different from how you dance in a club? Is that, or is it
Oh no! When you're in a club, you can't dance anyway. You're stuck in a start, so you're just jumping around trying to get them.
So Jamie, you've got some Constitution saves to do.
Yeah,
I've done them. So the one on the bottom had a Constitution save of 3, and this one here had a Constitution save of 15.
I think the other one's also in range.
No, it's not. Is he?
Yeah.
15 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, it gets hit.
9, yeah?
It's you got it. Yeah, everyone that got hit takes 9 damage. Yeah.
Boom.
They're dead.
I feel like that disappointed the DM.
Yeah, he was unexpecting that I had this spell under the way. He didn't realise he gave his character a spell like this.
The most courageous cheap offer so far. You come with some real sort of combos to challenge the DM. Cool, excellent. Right, back to Lucas.
So how are these guys faring then, Jamie? Do they look like they're on the last legs, or?
Oh, the one opposite on your left-hand side looks like he's done in. The one to your right, he looks as fit as a fiddle. He's dodged 2 of these bizarre thunder wave things.
Right. Well,
and the one near Calvin, he looks equally as sick as the other guy.
Okay. Well, I'm going to come for the guy who looks really strong, because why not? Did I get him? 19.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. You have to tell me the whole thing, right? I will.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just using Thunder Wave, and that was there's a 15 foot radius of me.
Yeah, because technically that one is now dead.
Yeah.
The last one, he should have died.
Cool. So there's just one guy left.
Yeah.
And I've just stabbed him.
Hang on. No, bear with me. Let me get back up to speed. And he's gone.
I felt Will was pretty clear with this, Jamie.
Yeah.
I'm just going to back Will up here.
I think I said I even printed the description in the chat. So
Yeah.
So is that guy injured at all? He's not, right?
I think he took one hit from the last one but survived, so he's like just about alive.
Yeah.
Has he taken any damage?
Yeah, he has. Yes.
Cool. So he's got 9 additional damage plus my Colossus Slayer, which I love just adding an extra D8 of damage on. Why not? So yeah, 12 damage from my sword.
Yeah, and he is also dead. So there are now 5. I'll just put this pop here. There are 5 dead guards on the floor.
What's that?
Cool. Yeah. So the combat is still going on. Up on the tower. It is this guy next. He is still going to. He's going to come out of his corner of cowering and hold up his sword to you.
Corner of cowering.
What are you going to do here?
So I still feel I want to wrap him up a bit for some information.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that by hanging him out of the tower.
Nice.
But I do feel that the strength dice is the wrong dice to roll, because if I'm not strong enough, I'll just drop him. But we'll see.
Yeah, hold him first.
It's win-win, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to
Sorry, how does this work?
take off his disarm him. So have you got a disarm?
Right.
I've got disarm and arm.
Alright.
So is that like an
I got
ability?
these arms.
Yeah, there is.
I don't think I possess that as an ability.
Okay. Note when you hit a creature with a weapon, you can spend one separated die. Sense to disarm the target. Drop. Yeah. So you can try and disarm it. So all you need to do is roll your normal strength.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, so you disarm him, and he is now defenseless. He is going to not do anything. So yes, so now he's there. You are going to try and hang him out the window, are you?
That's the plan.
Perfect.
I suppose I could ask the question first. He's already scared, but I don't know. I feel like I want a bit of tension here, so let's take him to the window.
Okay, yeah. You pick him up, and let me move this one out of the way. You take him up, and you currently push his body, and he's holding his. You're just taking him to the window, are you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna dangle him out of it if I can. I'm not sure how much I can do on a turn.
We're not in combat now, so you just tell me what you want to do, and I'll let you.
Right. So I want to hold both of his ankles. I want to hold him upside down out the window.
Okay, yeah. So do a strength check.
Quite a cliche bad guy, aren't I? So there we go.
Yeah. So you pick him up, and you now got him held outside the window.
And is it any intel forthcoming?
You haven't asked him any questions yet. You just picked him up and hang him out the window.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna question him now. I'm just gonna ask him what the lever does. Actually, I can just pull the lever. Forget that. Scratch that. Let's find out about information about the key system.
Okay, so he's very forthcoming, as you can imagine, being held by a man upside down by his ankles, quite precariously. To tell you that the keys, the key number 1 opens door number 1, key number 2 opens door number 2, and if you get key number 3, it will open door number 3. Roll a strength check.
I kind of feel that's quite humiliating information to extract from him.
Roll a strength check. Roll a strength check.
Yeah. Sorry, second.
Roll a strength check.
Okay.
Good. Hold on.
Nice.
You're very lucky. Yeah, so you're still holding on to him.
Yeah.
So I guess you could ask him. I'm saying this out of character because clearly we have character knowledge and player knowledge, but obviously Brennan's only played this particular adventure for the past 40 minutes or whatever. You could ask him where key number 1 is, who has key number 1, for instance, or you could ask him where Joseph is. Well, sorry, very specifically where Joseph Eng is. That's the guy we're trying to find.
Yeah.
Although I think he's north. It looks fairly clear where he will be. But there are 2 things you could ask. Will, have you got any ideas of what he could ask?
I don't know. It's like we don't want to know where he is. Maybe he has information on Tesla Hydra. Maybe he's heard of it.
Why would this specific guy?
You never know. Maybe it's
You need to ask a question, or you did another strength check.
Well, it's something like there's a key in the room.
Yeah.
Asking them for the key perhaps doesn't make a difference.
I didn't see the key. Nice.
And then you were suggesting that the prisoner is probably north, but do you want me to?
Yeah.
Should we clarify? Okay. Tell us everything about the nature of how the guy is imprisoned. So I guess I'm searching for things like how is he locked away? How is he trapped? How is he guarded?
So how are you phrasing the question? This is really important.
Okay.
You've got to ask me the question how you are asking the question to this guy, and I will give you the answer.
Okay. Is the prisoner still alive?
Yes, lots of prisoners are still alive. We have a very good care system.
The name was Joseph Eng, was it?
Yeah.
Name is Joseph Eng. Roll a strength check.
Oh, no.
Yeah, your prisoner falls to the floor. You've run out of strength. You've been holding in, trying to fill these questions. So you guys, you've seen a man shouting, and then suddenly you just see what appears to be Chief Hopper dropping. Prisoner.
And I'm just stood next to the wall where it's fallen.
I haven't clarified. Did he actually answer the question during his descent, though?
Yeah, good point. Did he go, yes, he is?
All you heard was the audible screams of a man descending 200 feet to his death. So in the room, as you've highly worked out, is 2 free chairs, a desk. On the desk is a key, and in the corner is a lever with the number 2.
Well, I presume I can take the key.
Yeah, you can. The key is just on the top with some papers.
Yeah. Well, can I inspect the key?
Yeah, you inspect the key, and the key has a number 1 in the top of the handle, and it looks like a normal key.
Okay. And why would you not put a lever?
Wait. What number was it?
2.
It was a 2.
I believe that gives you coffee, but I may be incorrect. If it's the same as the other system we got to earlier, it's coffee.
What do the papers say? See what the papers say.
That's my notes from Jamie just sent over to me. Try it, see what happens. And you're right, why wouldn't you pull a lever?
Coffee is one of my weaknesses, so it's win-win, isn't it? Let's pull it.
Cool, yeah, so you pull a lever. Everybody in the courtyard do a dexterity check.
Oh, it's going to fill up with coffee, right?
Oh, it's going to rain with arrows.
That's the necromancy lever, right? Dexterity, was it?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no! A 4.
So you don't really need to worry, Chief Hopper. You just pull the lever. So yeah, the suddenly firing out of the wall in the courtyard are a whole bunch of flames. You, Lucas, you spot this and you jump above the fireball in plenty of However, Calvin Powell, you take 6 damage from the fire, and you are currently burning.
Great.
So not
No.
From your perspective, Chief Hopper, you see that almost a doorway has opened up in the floor, and there appears to be some stairs that go round and round and round. And Lucas, if you're paying attention, at the bottom, a door has suddenly opened, and that appears to have stairs going up and up and up.
So let me get this straight. So in this prison complex, there is the only way they can go down to the trapdoor from the top of the 200-foot tower is to send a fireball out into the courtyard.
I didn't make the prison.
Well, you did. Amazing. I just love how these things work.
It's a training exercise as well as a.
What happens if you get locked out of the tower as the guard? How do you?
Well, because the lever to lock it is upstairs, you can never get locked out. And it's impenetrable. It's a 200-foot tower. No one's going to climb up there. Unless it's a magic watch.
Yeah. Okay. Understood.
To be fair, there's probably like some kind of hatch they can put over where the fireball comes. They know about it, so they'd be.
Well, they're 200 foot up in the air, and the fireball goes exactly the width of the courtyard. So clearly, it's as your guard, you coming out, you open up, you pull the lever, and if there is anyone down there ready to pounce you, they're going to die.
Okay.
Fireball. It's good. It's good skills.
Great. Well, okay. So, Will, you just stop, dropping, and rolling, yeah?
Yeah. I'm on fire. That's the thing. That's the most sensible thing to do in this situation.
Are you done in this room, Chief Hopper, or are you going downstairs?
Oh yeah, I'm happy to send.
Okay, yeah. So you take the key and you go down the stairs to the bottom.
Is Will still on fire?
Sorry?
Is Will still on fire?
He is, because you haven't put him out with anything.
I've stopped, dropped, and roll.
Oh, okay. Roll dexterity.
Typing in all my. There we go.
Yeah, you get sufficient speed in your roll to put out the fire.
How fire works, right?
Yeah.
Outrun it. Nice. Cool. Well, hi Hopper. What did you find at that?
Well, I've got this key, and I probably should offer a token apology to Calvin there for unleashing a fireball on him.
I'm also covered in blood, probably from like the guy that's literally fallen right next to me.
Oh yeah, we might want to search him.
Yeah, we got a few corpses. We're out to search for the corpses, Jamie.
Yeah, you are. So
Can we take their outfits and then all have a security guard costume?
I'm not taking the outfit; it's full of blood.
The unfortunately the outfits are now burnt. Along with the various bits of paper and wallets, so they're quite charred. You know, they didn't have anything. They couldn't stop and roll, so they are technically on fire still. Some of them.
Okay.
But I think if you were sort of looking for give them a good kick, you might get about 7 or 8 gold pieces between all 5 of them.
I'm not that desperate for gold, if I'm honest. We've already murdered these people. So, did you find anything up there, Hopper?
Well, beside the key, no.
Nice.
You can do a search, if I'm honest.
You got
a gun.
You've got a key. Is that the number 1 key? Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah.
It's a 1 key. Nice. Well, I guess there's only one way to go, right?
Yeah. North.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lead the way over to where this pit is and just wait there.
Before you go over there, can you remember what you set the trap to be? Because you worked out how the trap works here. Versus trap.
I have been to sleep since. I'm fairly certain that it is closed.
Yeah.
It is closed, yes. Which means it is on.
Okay, but we're aware of where it is. It's not directly in front of that. Oh, sorry. I'm So that's actually a wall there, isn't it? And doors. I thought this was all part of the courtyard.
There is a wall here, and there are doors there. There is a door there.
Okay. So,
I'm just reminding you, because if you put your character there, I'll have to do the whole thing.
okay.
And there's more. This is to come, and we can't be doing the same. I fell down the whole thing again.
Right. Could we go and get that table from the tower and put it across?
You can do, but you know, if you're going to do that, you can just collect some big rocks from the courtyard or the bodies.
Can we collect some big rocks or whatever we need to so we can bridge the gap?
Yeah, so one of you has a great idea to throw one of the bodies onto the trap, and the trap falls through, revealing a 20-foot hole that you have previously had fond memories of.
Cool. So then
I've still got 58% of my Castillo.
You do, but once now you can see that the trap, you can actually work out that you can jump from here to here, but only one or two of you. You couldn't all get it.
Trap is like 4 squares there, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this square, that square, that square, and that square, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, you may as well go first, Mr. Hopper.
Okay. And it's a dexterity roll?
No, it's a simple jump. You can only get 2 of you there, though. So you're there. Is anyone else going?
Do you want to go, Calvin?
Sure, I'll jump across.
I'll stay here and I will guard the courtyard.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you are now facing an electric door. You can see down the corridor, straight through. There is electric door to your left, electric door to your right, and an electrified door at the end of the corridor. And you're facing obviously a locked door gate. You're going to use your key?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you put your key in and it fits, and you click so the electric turns off, and then the door unlocks, and you are able to swing the door inwards. So the door is now inwards on the left-hand side there.
Yeah. Is it still charged, that door?
I wouldn't touch it, but it's no electric current passing. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily get out of my way to lick it or anything.
Okay. So I'm just going to move forward a little bit in case Lucas wants to join.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah. So you move forward 1 space. Yeah.
Okay. I'll fill in the gap then.
Cool. Yeah. Right. So you're now all in the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
Right, just be very careful of traps, guys, because we've obviously found a pit trap behind us. There was a dart trap in that just over here in this room. So I would imagine there's probably a few more traps here and there.
Mm. Well, shall I just head on forward a little bit?
Well, what we could do is perhaps if we have got like a rock or something, we could throw it on the ground to see if...
Or did we bring another rock?
Rip something off? Perhaps.
Yeah, you can throw rocks down the whole way if you want.
I could lift up Calvin, hold him on top of those tiles there, see if they give way, and if they do, just continue holding him.
I mean, that sounds fun.
I mean, I'm not sure a rock's going to be enough. We need something a bit more substantial.
Okay, yeah. So you can do a strength check.
I mean, Calvin has to agree to this, really. It's not...
Oh, you can just do it.
Do a strength check.
There's literally no objection, so I'm going to go ahead.
No, he's not aware of what you're doing.
He's not paying attention. He's messaging his leader.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with it.
I feel like I'm being quite reckless here.
Just do it. It's fine. That's how we play.
So you picked up the guy that's currently paying you for the adventure. With very little consultation. And what are you doing? Throwing him down the hallway?
No, he's like lifting him and then like gently putting him down.
He's going to walk in with us, but I'll be ready to hold him if the floor falls
Yeah,
away.
okay.
Right, okay, yeah. So you
edge of the hallway doing this.
yeah, carry on. Yeah.
So we're just slowly moving up the hallway.
To your left is a locked door number 1. To your right is a locked door number 2.
Well, we've got the key for number 2 now. Sorry, we haven't done it. No.
We've got no number. We've got both keys, I think.
Yeah, we've got number 2 as well.
So we can stop at this door here.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going up to the top, but sure.
1 second. Let me pan up a bit. Okay. So you're going to investigate the last door, are you?
Yeah, well, we're just checking the whole corridor, just to make sure it's safe.
Okay. Keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the whole corridor seems safe.
Yeah, but it's when you get 3 people in there. That's
Maybe we should just be smacking the floor and just seeing if it's hollow and makes a hollow noise.
This door to the north, Jamie, does that have a number on it?
3.
Number 3. Well, if we put key number 2 and key number 1 in the lock at the same time, does that?
Yeah, evens out.
You can try, yeah.
It's a mean number.
You try and put a do that and it doesn't work. You suddenly realise your mistake that you can only get 1 key in a lock at any time.
Who knew? Right, door number 2 then. Right?
Yeah.
Head back.
Yeah.
I'll just stand here and guard the
door.
I'm going to just wait here, actually. I'm going to just in case something fires out of there.
Okay, so I'm going to open the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so you click the door.
Clunk, click.
The door. And as you start turning, it starts going. Brrr. Are you going to continue turning?
Yes. I will continue to.
So it makes a very loud noise. Eventually, the electric goes off, and after the second turn round, the door is clicked and won't go anymore. It hasn't automatically opened like the others, but there is a handle on the right-hand side.
Now, is the gate still electrified at this point?
It doesn't appear to be if it follows the same rules as the other one.
I'll just, Calvin will look back to me and I'll just nod in encouragement.
God. Okay, I grab the handle.
Okay, yeah, you grab the handle.
And I attempt to unlock the door.
Yeah, the door unlocks.
And then I push it open.
And you push it open. Oh, very exciting. Yeah, so you push it open. You're the only one in line for view right now. So you push it open and you can see a very posh room. It is also the poshest room that you've seen in a long time. It's carpeted in red velvet. To your left appears to be a guy working at the desk. There are 2 guards standing by a desk just here, which appears to be being managed by a guy who appears to be almost just a flaming skull. And to the right-hand side here is another desk. And in the corner you can see a switch. Obviously, they've spotted you and they're waiting for you to interact in some way for some random person to have opened their door.
What's that thing that destroys everything in the room, Will? Are you just going to...
Oh, just the lightning. There is one which I can set a place on fire and the fire then just spreads everywhere. But I don't think that's going to work with the skull. I could just walk in and just say, hello, fine people, and then just do it a lightning bolt.
It's historically...
No, I was just going to say hello and then just literally just summon a thunder wave in the room.
Cool.
I could just do that.
So you're going to walk into the room and fire a thunderbolt.
Yeah, so I'm going to walk in and go, hello, good people, and then fire thunder wave.
That sounds quite dramatic.
Okay.
Let me just roll my thunder wave. I'm going to cast it at level 2 instead, so I can cast it at a higher level, do more damage.
Cool. Right.
So
yes.
it's 19 damage to everything that gets hit.
Cool. Excellent. So the evil mage will do his consultation. It's 6 plus. So he's going to get damaged. The 2 guards. 15. 14.
So just that one, that evil.
No, they take so right. Okay, so this guy here is going to take what is it? 14 damage. did you say?
19. 19 damage in total. So everything in this room gets hit, including the skull. If you've rolled a skull one.
Okay. With the Thunder Wave, if you're rolling it at higher levels, you cast a D8. 1 on 6, so say each half and isn't pushed. So, what did you say it was? 19?
19, yeah. So
half of 19 is
rounded down, so
it would be 8.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so let's roll for initiative.
Cool. Better roll high and then I can do it again.
Evil Mage is 15. The 2 guards are 7. And Skull is 14. Cool.
Sorry.
I take it none of you two are running into the room.
I can see into the middle of it, can't I? I can see a couple of the characters. From
From your position, I sort of said that you can't. You've not seen into the room because of the way the doors opened.
Okay.
But if you move forward, you will see in the room and you'll roll initiative.
We would have heard the massive thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Yes, you will. Yeah.
Aware. So yeah, we've rolled our initiative as well. Yeah.
If you want to get involved in the fight, they've not seen you, so you're not involved unless you want to be involved.
Yeah, I've rolled my initiative because, like, if there's a massive thunderbolt going off,
Yeah.
I'm
Cool. Chief Hopper, you gonna roll for initiative?
Yeah, I'm actually a bit worried that Calvin can't look after himself. Bit of a damsel in distress right now. Despite his impressive Thunderwave, he's going to run out of ideas soon.
No, I just set fire to the whole thing. Oh no!
Right. Okay. So from my
There's
perspective,
a hollow offer.
okay, so it's the guards. So it's Skull Guy, guards, and Lucas, and Mage, and Calvin, then Chief Hopper. There we go. Right, cool. Right. So the Skull Guy has not taken your attack on him particularly well. So he's going to go for you.
Don't worry, Will. When we finally get to your character out the cell, you've got a new character you can play.
Oh yeah, very true.
This one's dead.
Oh dear. No, this one should survive. He'll survive. He'll find a way.
I kind of feel the person who made this place, all these levers, was insane.
Just levers everywhere. So this place is probably just like a coffee and beer lever, just to deliver it to the.
You'll change the carpet from red to green or something weird.
Oh, probably yeah. Or it set the floor on fire.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that hit.
he rolls a natural 20. So he's going to do a multi-attack on you.
Oh, dear.
Never mind, Will.
He's going to do 12. And do 24 damage.
Okay, I'm knocked out. I'm not dead yet. I'm on -3. I've got knocked out. I just have to make death saving throw.
So, what damage do I take there?
You're not in the room, are you? So it's 30 foot from where he's at. So
Now, just to remind you, Brendan, you do have that watch which has like a fireball on there, and it also has like you can press all buttons in case of emergency. That normally something happens.
So you're all right, actually. You've been you just see out the door. You guys see almost like a ray of fire coming out of the door into the corridor to just do about what appears to almost for you guys go into this door here. It's quite an intense ray.
So I feel like that we don't really need Calvin, but we do need that key.
Yeah, well, Calvin was going to pay us. I'm now like, well, where's that money?
Well, it's not your turn yet, so the guards have got to go next. But the guards don't see anyone, so to attack. So they're just going to stay where they are. And so it's over to you, Lucas.
So we go, right? Leave the place. I'm going to ready my bow, and then I don't have enough time in my turn to move and shoot. I take it, Jamie.
I think you can move and I think you could move and shoot. It's only I can't hang on before you do that. You're here, aren't you? What's your movement?
It's pretty high. I think it's at least a 26. No, I don't know. 1 second. Just making this up. I think it's 30 feet. My speed's 30.
Yeah, so you can move and shoot if you wanted to.
Okay. Can I move, shoot, and then move past the door?
No, I think it's move, then shoot. I don't think you can move.
Come on.
Okay, I'll move here, and I will shoot at Flaming Skull, I guess.
Okay, yeah, so you move past, and yeah.
Okay, let me just get the right character sheet up, and... So 24.
Yeah, so yeah, you get over his armor class, your damage.
5 points of arrow damage.
Is it piercing?
Yes.
Yeah, he's resistant to piercing damage, but anyway. Well, it says damage immunities, Adam, and it says damage resistance. What's that mean? Hang on.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yeah, hang on. I am, but I'm not. Let me just check something.
Ask Will. Will played Dungeons and Dragons more than any of us. Will, what's damage resistance do?
Damage.
Resist damage.
Yeah, it's resist damage. Yes. So it's like you. It's like how much damage would be absorbed and stopped hitting you. I think it's like a kind of an armor defense thing.
Have you got a number next to that damage resistance, Jamie?
No, I don't. It's just on the sheet. Come on. It says damage resistant, and then it comes up with combat.
Perfect.
Yeah. Depends how easy a thing is to hurt. So it's usually like a resistance to a type of damage. So what type of damage is it you're trying to hit? So if for example you're hitting the guy at the back and he's like made of fire, I expect him to be, if I was to hit him with a fire spell, he's resistant to it, so he'd take like half the damage of it.
Okay. Yeah, so he is resistant to that damage.
Piercing.
Really got, yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, some features and that is halved against it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so it is, what is it, 5? Yeah, so he takes 2.5 damage.
So 2.
So 2.
Well, I'm going to be shit in this match then, guys, because all my weapons are piercing.
Throw some rocks at it.
Do you have any spells?
I don't have spells. I probably do. Let me have a look.
Yeah, we don't know what's making the flaming skull angry, I say.
Well, I just stormed into a room and set a lightning bolt in him, so I think that might have angered him a little bit.
Or if the fact that he's constantly on fire, and perhaps we just need to apply some fire extinguishing kind of skill to this situation. we can douse his flames, how would he act as a kind of a non-flaming? Would he be more open to negotiation?
Maybe he'll just be a skull.
You'll be dead.
Then you can hang him out a window.
Does he float?
He's just a floating skull. It's if you've ever seen it's like a flames and mad laughter. It's just sort of there.
I couldn't just throw a bucket of water over.
No, because he's not on fire. He's got magical green flames coming from him.
Okay. In which case, let's hurt him.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Just looking at my my D&D Pokédex here, and I believe it's a flaming skull, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Oh yes, an ethereal flame.
I mean, he's deeply unhappy. Look at that.
Right. So, are we just gonna kill everything? But do you want to try and press all the buttons on your watch, Brandon?
I feel like you want me to. I mean, have we got enough in our arsenal to defeat this, or do we need drastic action here?
Well, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Jamie, every round it gets to Will, he has to do a saving throw to see if he dies or not.
It's to see if I stabilise. If I fail too much, then I don't stabilise and I die.
Okay, I'm pressing all 4 buttons right now.
Okay, so you press all 4 buttons, and it comes up with a display. And the display almost looks like the time. And you can, looks appears to be with one of the dials, you can turn it forward, and with one of the dials, you can turn it back. But you have to decide whether you're going to go forward in time, or you're going to go backwards in time, and I will let you know how far you go. Or forward, how far forward you go. You take the risk by going forward as to what the outcome will be. You don't get a choice. If you reverse, it will probably reset to back to where you were prior.
And I can converse currently with Lucas, but not with Calvin.
Sorry?
And I can converse with Lucas, but not Calvin currently.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah. Okay.
You instinctively know this will reverse time or bring time forward. You don't know how you know, but you instinctively know. So if you have that conversation, you know that to be the case.
I mean, have we got a better idea? I feel like moving forward puts Calvin in a lot of risk, and absolve us of the kind of the agency of the fight.
It also.
I don't mind. I mean, I'm quite interested to see what happens if we went forward. But at the same time, yeah, it might be if we know what's in the room before we go in there, maybe we could have a better strategy to approach it.
Yeah, I missed a bit of the description. What's the creature at the top of the room on the left?
It is a mage.
Okay.
So he's like a wizard. Well, he's a mage. But...
Yeah, I think if I wind back time, it might promote some interesting tactical discussion.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, so you wind back time, and what you find is the world is a blur with the green flames come back again. You are... what was your health? Can you remember?
21.
It was
21.
Pontoon.
Yeah.
Does Calvin have any? Do I or Calvin have any memory of what's just happened? Or is it just Hopper who's had the watch who knows what's happened?
Hang on 2 seconds.
I guess I'd share the intel with you either way, wouldn't I?
Yeah. I'm just wondering whether I'm just wondering how it works. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, right. So you find yourself back, Chief Hopper and Lucas. You find yourself almost identically back to where you were 30 seconds ago. No, a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, prior to opening the door. You are, in fact, sorry. That's where you should be. You still haven't opened the door to the corridor. You are now facing block number 1 again. And you remember, Chief Hopper, exactly what's going on. You remember, Lucas. But Calvin, there seems you are back. Nothing has changed.
okay.
Open the door.
That watch is pretty cool. So what are we gonna do? This room up ahead is full of villainous folk.
Well, how did you know? How do you know?
I explain.
Yeah, you explained that you've gone back in time by 2 minutes.
What?
Yeah, so we don't need to mess around worrying about the floor on the way up there. Is there some sort of strategy where we can make a smoke screen or a diversion, steal the key, and avoid the brutality of fighting?
Well, I have the spell Misty Step and can teleport within a 30 feet range, so I could teleport, go into the room, go and grab the key, and teleport out.
Roll a wisdom check.
Who? Everyone?
Yeah, everyone. Okay, so Calvin and Hopper, you remember back to when Lucas was stood as a guard in the forecourt.
Yeah, you're dressed up as a guard.
That's
You
I
keep
am.
going. We're going to converse with them.
Oh,
What's in the room to your right-hand side?
what's in the room to our right-hand side?
What's in this room? Do
Oh,
you
it's
remember?
the spears.
Lots of spears.
Spears and equipment, and
We can dress up as
you never
guards.
really searched that room, so
Oh, so there's gonna be other guard outfits, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. So shall we all get
Yeah.
on guard?
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan.
What do you think, Hopper? Do you think this is the best approach?
And so instead of actually trying to sneak the key out, walk in and boldly request it.
Yeah. Just say we're moving the prisoner somewhere to another
I mean-
cell.
The wisdom suggests that's the right thing to do. So
Yeah. We're moving them to solitary confinement because there has been a confinement or something. I don't know.
who's going to be the prisoner?
No. Oh no. We'll just say no. We're not. They're just saying we've got to transfer a prisoner from their cell. They're currently. We put them back in the cell. Or something. I don't know.
yeah,
Take them from one cell to another.
or we could have one of us masquerade as prisoner.
Sure. We'll have me since I've got like the most damage.
Just to give you a reference here, Brandon. So we got in this prison in the first place because I said, "Oh, let's do a whole Chewbacca thing where like one of us is like captured the other one." We went horrible. Whenever Will tries to talk to people, things tend to just blow up. So I think it's a good idea. We'll give it a go.
Well, I mean, we've seen your charisma wasn't too high. So how about putting me as the prisoner?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is your charisma
It's 4.
for?
My Christmas one.
Oh, sorry, not 4. It's beg your pardon. It's 14.
Yes, you got. So I think you're You're better at actually persuading people stuff. So you're probably best off being the head guard, and we'll have Calvin as the prisoner, and you can do the talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So we'll head right.
We
Pick
need
up
to
some.
find handcuffs and stuff.
Well, you need to hope you can get some uniforms that fit.
Yeah, it didn't really again.
Okay, so you're going into this room that you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any rope in there, for example?
So you investigate the room. So beyond the countless amount of spears, there is a massive, great big couple of chests. You look inside the chest. There are uniforms of various sizes, big and small. And in the cupboard over here, you find various handcuffs and what appears to be almost like batons, police batons for hitting prisoners. So
yeah, we can convince them by hitting Calvin a couple of times.
Yeah, let's hit him over the face a few times. So,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you've got uniforms. So Chief Hopper, I'm assuming that you've got uniform on, and Lucas, you've now got uniform on.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. So, who's going to? Right. So yeah. So you look at the door. Obviously, you have the key. Do you inspect the door, investigate the door?
Do we need to roll for that, or just?
Yeah. Cool. Upon investigation, you don't see anything, but you remember there appears to be like a hatch in the door, and you wonder whether you turn in the key and that buzzing sound may do something.
Can we reach the handle without using the key?
You can.
Or is it once it's open?
You can reach the handle, but the door is electrified.
Right.
So, are you thinking we turn the key the other way, or we just knock on the door? We can't knock on the door because it's electric.
But and we're using key 2 here, are we?
Yeah. The only visible thing appears to be the key. But remember what happened last time you used the key.
They made a noise.
Yeah. Like a bzzz noise.
I don't understand what else we could do here.
I guess we get called inside the room and we could request entry.
Yeah, but how are we gonna? There's nothing we can knock or anything, is there, Jamie?
No, but without wanting to give it away, when you put the key in, you have to turn it twice. But the first turn made a buzzing noise.
Oh, that's like maybe the bell to get people to come to the door, maybe. Well, it sounds like we have to stick the key in and turn it.
Cool. So you're sticking the key in the door.
Sure.
Turning it all the way around twice or just once?
It's door 2, so twice, no doubt.
Yeah.
You sure?
Maybe
Absolutely.
once and open the door. Just once.
I kind of feel if we have the key to this place, only a guard would have a key.
Yeah.
So the fact that a noise alerts everyone else in the room isn't really an issue. They're gonna see us when we walk in.
Yeah.
Unless they have a very, because this place is fucking crazy. Unless they had like, only the guards know you only turn it once. Anyone else would turn it twice to make sure it's fully open.
Maybe.
So once we can do once and see what happens. We can't just do 2 and go back, can we?
Okay, right. So you turn it once and it's buzzing, and it's going buzz, and it seems an exceptionally long time. But suddenly the door unlocks.
Who knew?
Ooh.
Amazing. Does anyone open the door, or is it just unlocked now?
It is now unlocked.
Does it swing over automatically, or do we have to push it?
Yeah. So you can open the door?
After you, Hopper.
Okay, so I've got to push this door.
Yeah, you got to undo the handle.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to walk in. I'm going to address. I think Flaming Skull is probably the head honcho here.
Yeah.
And do we have any knowledge about who runs this prison?
Yeah, absolutely none whatsoever. Hello, he says. What do you want?
So we're requesting the key to transport this unruly prisoner to more secure quarters.
I have no record of a transfer today.
It's an emergency incident because of what happened in the courtyard shortly ago. A lever appeared to be triggered. There was a fireball that's been damaged to this prisoner's cell. We need to move him pretty quickly.
Or how did he get out of his cell in the first place? Do we know if all the other prisoners have escaped?
The fireball has damaged his cell. We secured him from outside and en route to his proposed new cell, cell 3.
There are no cells in the area that you're describing. Are you sure you're okay?
Well, this is the order that's come from above me.
But you're wearing the tag. You are the one. What is going on here?
So, can I interject quickly?
You can, yes.
Try and like I've got the worst charisma, so like sorry, my lord. But our guard captain here, he got hit on the head by this prisoner. We don't know how the prisoner got out. We're trying to take him back to the prison cells, which is why we came in to get number 3. And then going to take this guy here to get his head looked at, see if he's all right.
Oh well, why didn't you just say that in the first place?
I know, right?
Okay, well, guards, will go and open up door number 3 for you, so you can take him back to the cells. Please try not to look directly at the Death Knight that's currently resident. He doesn't know the difference between a guard and a prisoner. Well, these people they send on high. Oh, they do my head in.
Oh, do your head in. Great.
Okay, so the guards leave, and obviously one of them has the key with him, and the other guard stands guard here.
Are we gonna give
Calvin
as a convincer? Just
Probably.
Yeah, feel free to whack him on the head. I believe he takes 1 damage.
just across the forearm, I think.
Are you going for the forearm?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you hit him, and you broke his right arm.
What?
I didn't say head.
I'm trying to steer away from the head, if I'm honest, Calvin. It was just.
So you're who's at the door? Will that be Calvin?
Yeah, that would be me.
Then they're here, Lucas, and then Chief Operative right behind. Okay. Are you doing anything?
Has the door
I'm
closed?
screaming in pain after being.
No, they are just by the door. The guard is getting ready. He hollers something, and you hear a click, click, click.
Hello.
And then the door is unlocked, and you can see into the hallway. And in front of you appears to be a guard's a barred cell here. A barred cell here, and what appears to be another cell there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Amazing.
In cell number 7.
Cheers. Is the door to the room we just came out of still open, or is it closed behind us?
No, it's still open.
Okay, because I was just thinking we could just kill these guys here and then. Could we request to take the key off of the guy and bring it back?
No, because he's the keeper of the key.
Oh, the keeper of the key.
Keeper.
Such inspiration.
They're done now anyway, so they're going to start leaving.
Okay, but they're going to keep the door open for us for coming out.
Yes, so that they're going to let you through. They're going to lock the door, and then obviously you're going to have to request an replacement.
Oh Jesus Christ! We were walking cell. Amazing.
I'm still looking the teleport idea for the key.
Okay. Yes. So you're now in the room. You now come through, and the door has locked behind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Do you want to look around where you're at?
Yes.
I'm worried that I recall from last time there was a death knight, and you mentioned it again, and I'm worried that it's not just like a dead knight.
So where you're standing, obviously you've got the cells that I've described, but on your right-hand side appears to be a button with what appears to be an intercom.
The technology in this place.
Amazing.
Weird.
Amazing.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk forward then.
Cool. Yeah. So you walk forward and you can see down the corridors.
There he is.
There appears to be standing in front of what is this cell here, which is got the only electrified door, a Death Knight. He's currently looking down and not paying any attention. He almost looks like he's asleep.
What is that cell? Thinking.
I wonder who's going to be in that cell.
On the you can see on that cell that it has the number 7.
Well, that's where he's supposed to be going. Okay.
No, the gate on it has the number 7.
Okay, so I'm going to have as long as you guys are right with it, I'm going to have a scout along into each of
Yeah.
these prison cells to see if I can find Joseph Eng.
I think we should
Okay.
all. No, we'll go the opposite way.
So you scout down here, cell number 7, by the way, that is down here, and there are a number sort of number of cells, various.
They're just getting women in here, are they? Is this the women's block?
It's a mixed block. There's no sex in this realm.
Do we have enough? What is there like a? Do we have like a master key that we can unlock these cells and let them free?
Do you remember writing down master key?
No.
But no, we don't. Okay, right. So we've got this Death Knight, and we were told that he's basically going to attack us if we disturb him.
So if the danger with the Death Knight is that if he looks at us, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So could we prevent that? Could we tie something around his eyes?
Somehow.
Is this a silly idea?
No, there's no silly ideas here.
There are multiple ideas. Some are more silly than the other. So, okay, just to give you some character background, this is a Death Knight. He's obviously stood there quite dormant, but you're on stone floors, and it's quite well lit in terms of this corridor. So you'd imagine that where he is, that if you came close to him, he would probably be able to see you before you can surprise him. So you're not, by looking at and assessing it, you're unlikely to be able to sneak up in such a way.
Okay, could we build a rudimentary wall and edge towards him closer and closer?
Mission Impossible style, I like it.
Cutting off him from the access to cell 7.
Yes, it's his power. Would we know as people of the realm? Would we know whether like that would work or not? Can he hear? Is it just like a saying, like, oh, don't let him see you, but he actually has all his senses, or is it physically, if he sees you, he can only see, and that's his only sight? Like,
they bring Death Knights in to secure the worst of the worst scumbag prisoners. And they bring these guys in because they are the best of the best. They are killers, destroyers. In comparison to the dragon you fought, this guy is like, he could kill like a full-on adult dragon without even trying.
Okay. Can Will teleport into the room?
Well, I can't. Well, I can only do it. So how it works is I think I have to. Well, I can teleport into it if I wanted to, but I have to do it twice. And I've only got 2 spells slots of it left, so I could do it. So teleport up to. So I get surrounded by a silvery mist. So it's like a smoke bomb, and then I teleport 30
What do you
feet.
think, Hobbit? I think this is a good idea. If he
But
teleports.
it's only into a space I can see, so I have to be standing in front of the door, so I have to be able to see into the room.
Yeah.
So if I was to stand here, will that alert the Death Knight?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a way of sneaking there without him waking up?
As I pointed out,
No. Okay.
No.
So no. Okay. I have a spell called sleep, though. Can I make him just force him to sleep? To stay asleep?
How certain are you that your spell's going to work?
Depends on the hit points, right?
I think that's the answer there, isn't it?
Really? It rolls 5d8, and that's the number of hit points. And if it is basically if it matches the total number of hit points the person has, it will go to sleep. I can cast it at higher level spells, but I can't do that because I don't have any.
Is he a person?
He's undead, I think.
Okay. Can you put him to sleep?
Well, it says any character as long as it's over. It says creatures into a magical slumber that lasts that affects a creature with so many hit points within a 20-foot range. So if I roll so much, it will affect a creature. So if it's not over the amount of hit points of the creature, they won't go to sleep. They fall unconscious of the spell. The sleeper until the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or wake them up. So it will basically make them unconscious for a while until someone forces them awake.
Do you want some wisdom?
Yes.
Check. Someone do a wisdom check.
I think you had a very good idea there, Brendan.
What was the roll?
A wisdom check.
Okay, right. So Lucas and Brendan. So right. Okay. So what you do know is that a Death Knight is a paladin that's fallen from grace without seeking atonement. They're basically inhaled dark powers, and they are effectively an eldritch power, a warrior of pure undead evil. They don't require air, they don't require food, they don't drink, and they don't sleep. When they're not in combat, they're in a magic tranquility of perception. So they are not a human being; they are a mystical creature. Despite them looking like a human, they are not a person.
Okay, we got to kill it then, right?
No, as I say, there is always an answer that doesn't involve you killing. And I will give you out of character knowledge. This guy is 180 hit points.
Great. So unless we have the very specific thing that you've
No,
got...
there's multiple things you can do. There are multiple things you can do. You're just not thinking outside the box.
Right.
This is an old prison.
Is there another way?
Yeah. Can we get in from a different way? Is there a tunnel or something like that we can look for?
Do an investigation check.
Maybe the walls are a bit crumbly.
If I can see through the walls between one cell and the other, I can teleport between them.
Okay. So 24. Yeah. Okay. So Chief Hopper. So you're looking around, and one thing you realise about old buildings is if they're not maintained, is that the brickwork tends to be a little bit sloppy. And if you can be super quiet, you wonder whether or not you can extract a number of bricks without drawing attention.
So I think we could potentially try that 10 yards south of my position.
Yeah.
The door is, you can't see into that door, and it has an intercom for a good reason, right? You can't hear. So yeah, so you're gonna try here.
Yeah.
Well, what there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
Okay, so who is doing this?
Okay. Right. So, quick question. So, the guard outfit I'm wearing, well, the guard outfit we're wearing, is anyone wearing robes at the moment?
The guard outfits have robes, yes.
Okay, so I'm thinking we take off that particular robe, put it on the ground, so that any bricks we're putting down, they can be muffled by the sound of these robes we've got on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, can Death Knight perceive we're not guards even though we're wearing guard outfits?
he cannot indistinguish between the two.
So he'll attack anything he sees, basically, right?
He will attack anything he sees, except from a certain thing that is worn to protect, which you haven't got at this stage. So, and we're running out of time. So,
Okay.
Let's go ahead with the plan.
Yeah.
Cloaks on the floor. The other rope can maybe go across the tool we're going to use to muffle the sound a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're going to try the wall first.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's doing it? Which one of you is going to do it? Who's got the most dexterity?
That'll be me, I think.
Yeah.
Go for it.
To do a dexterity roll. You just need to get above a 5. Yeah. So you very carefully with the top of one of the spears start digging out the bricks. What you've noticed is actually it's a lot simpler than you were expecting. You sort of do the first brick very quickly, and you take that out, and you can see through the cell, and you can see Mr. Eng looking very beat up in the corner.
If you can see through it, Will, you can teleport him out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's all I need to do. Well, I can go in and then teleport myself out. I don't think it allows me to bring someone else with me. Actually, I'll check it. I'm going to check it. Come on. It says briefly surround yourself in a you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you see. So I can teleport in, but can't teleport something else out with me.
Yeah, probably not a good idea anyway, because it might wake up the Death Knight, right? So should we just carry on, guys?
Yeah, roll another dexterity.
Oh, this is going to end poorly.
You just need more than 5. Cool, yeah, so you take out another 2 bricks. You probably need to take out 2 more, and you probably get through, yeah. So you now make a hole. You only need 1 roll per 2 bricks. So you now have a hole that you can probably crawl through. Remember that Joseph Eng is a dragonborn, so you probably need a slightly bigger hole for him to crawl through. So, which would probably be another 2 bricks, but certainly one of you can get through now.
Well, it makes sense for Calvin to go through because he's my buddy, right?
Yeah.
Digging
crawl in. We don't even know who's in the cell, but sure, it might not. Even...
We do. He said.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going in. I'm crawling in.
Cool. Yeah. So you move the 2 bricks. There's a hole big enough for you and Joseph Eng, who is fairly conscious, but he is capable of walking. And he joins your party from outside of the door.
Hey.
So now is a question of how you escape.
Well, I think we buzz the door, right?
Yeah. But just you two go up, maybe take the key, and then pickpocket the key.
What almost sleight of hand is like. Yeah, maybe I could do that. I could nick the key off of them and use my sleight of hand. But he's the keeper of the keys.
Do you need to do that? That's the question.
Well,
where are you?
Oh, can we just take out the other bricks on the end of on the outs, like on the wall on the outside of the castle?
No, because they are big bricks.
Okay. So
you can see by the width of the wall that wouldn't work. Just think what happened when the door was open.
Does it open outward to the right?
It opens out. Yeah, it will open up. It will open up with the door here. That way. And the guards come out. One guard comes here, and another guard will come here. But the flame skull and the evil mage stay here with the door open.
So the door's going to mask the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Yes. You could rush the guard.
Yeah.
Because you left the doors open,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All the doors are open. You just have to get.
Yeah, we could rush them.
We'll rush the guards. Why not? What's the
There
worst?
is a pitfall track we have to jump over, but we can do that.
Just keep running, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Awesome. So you're going to press the buzzer.
Sorry?
You're going to press the buzzer.
Yeah.
Cool, right, you press the buzzer, and in exactly the same way, the guards come out. The guard with the key, he opens the door is open. He is surprised to see that there are now 4 of you. You haven't put the prisoner. Roll for the initiative.
Do we get any bonuses to initiative?
Sorry?
Because they're surprised, do we get a bonus to our initiative?
Yes, you will do, yes, because you're expecting it, they're not. Yeah. So you guys all go first, and then after it would be Calvin, these guys, Lucas, and Chief.
Cool.
So you three can do exactly what you don't have to engage combat, you can just run.
We're going to run. I'm going to run it down the corridor.
Cool. So you know who is first. It's Luke, Calvin, you're first. Do a dexterity check, please.
Okay.
You can only run 30 foot.
Oh.
The only issue here is if we don't knock them over on the way, Joseph might not make it out.
The 30 feet is going to get you to there.
Okay.
I think we're better off taking out the guards.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I've ran.
No, you've not yet. You said you were going to.
Okay. Well, yeah, if we were taking out the guards, then we can just take out the guards. I can do a spell on them. I can do a.
Does it have to be a spell roll? Can you not just like push them over or something?
Well, no, because my strength is -1. Because I was cursed last time, so I have to use spells. Otherwise, I do nothing. So I could do Ray of Frost, could freeze them.
Sure.
Let's freeze them. 24, and then 2 cold damage.
24 and then 2 cold. Yeah, is there any consequence to being frozen? Probably not. Well, that's a key. Okay, yeah, so this guy here, he takes 2 damage. Is this guy as well? 2 damage.
Yeah, it's the guy nearest me.
Yeah, so yeah, you Ray of Frost. He's now got very frosty in there. It hasn't seemed to have alerted, made any noise in this. You can't see any movement in the tree.
Okay. I'm next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, longbow, and that guy at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, hit for 4 damage.
Cool.
You don't get special on that, do you? So 5, yeah. Chief Hopper. Is it worth checking your watch to see if you've got something to stop them making some noise?
So, yeah, my watch. How do I get to look at that? Is there information on it or something?
Yeah, in the top on the journal.
If you go to the journal at the very top, there's a bunch of assistants.
Oh, there. Sorry, beg your pardon. Okay.
So you jump.
So there's light, there's fly, there's and there's fire. Is the light intended to disorient them?
No. The light. It can shed a really bright light. So yeah, you could like stun them with it. Equally, delayed blast fireball was a massive fireball that will do a huge amount of damage, and healing word would heal people.
And is that a one-off? Is that a single-use item?
Yes, you can only use them once.
I don't seem to be wasting it on a guard. Doesn't seem worth it, does it?
Well, the watch resets every game.
I see. Okay. Yeah, let's get in with a fireball then.
Yes.
I'll do that again. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so the master had 27 damage across the board. So these guys are
Toast.
They're burning.
Oh dear.
I like to think that this flaming skull guy is confused by the number of fireballs that keep peeling from around the prison.
Yeah, so that fireball's going to have gone in. It's going to have alerted them. So you're still on initiative. So I mean, you've got at least 2 initiative runs.
Yeah.
So we'll run out, guys. I
Yeah,
think.
let's run out.
Okay, hang on. Sorry, let me get my ruler. Right, so people are 30 foot, right?
Yeah.
Right, so 30 foot. The first initiative is going to get to that point. So move your character to here. You see, Popper, you're behind. Cool. Right, and then are you running directly through this gate? Are you going to jump the
Jump the gap.
Sorry, Jamie. Could you also move Josephine for us because we can't move him?
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah. I just assumed you of you.
Okay. Just because I don't want you pulling a. You haven't got Joseph.
No. That is it. Right. What are you doing? At this point, you've got decisions to make.
So the pin trap thing, we already know about it, right? It's covered over, so.
Well, it's not covered over. There's a big hole, but you know where it is. You can jump it with a running jump.
Run and jump, guys, right?
Yeah, run and jump. Jump
Cool.
it.
Everyone needs to make a dexterity check.
Uh-oh.
It's 5. 5 or more. That's all you need to get. Chief Officer, Gab is 5. You're 5. Yeah. So you'll make it 2.
What about Josephine? Did he make it?
Yeah, he makes it automatically. So you're all here.
Cool.
Cool. I'll just right. So behind you now is the evil mage and Raven's skull. They will go after you've done your initiative.
Oh, okay. So we just run out then.
You're just running out completely, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. To the end. The end.
Boom. Boom. Prison break.
Right. Yeah, so you make it out, and I assume you're just going to run away.
Yeah. Run into the nearby forest.
Never to be seen again.
Yeah, cool. Brilliant. I'll debrief you Adam tomorrow or something about what the options were there. But yeah, a few.
Okay. Well, yes. So that's the end of our D&D session for this evening. And thank you so much for joining us, Brendan. How did you find that?
It's quite education. It's quite fun because it's like promoting like ideas, and I quite like the debating what you're going to do. I didn't actually realise at the escape there that door was unlocked, because I can still see the squiggle on there. Was that unlocked in the previous episode?
Yeah.
Okay, that might have made the escape made more sense to me. Yeah, no, it's good. It's fun.
Cool. And how did you find using Roll20?
Yeah, it was helpful to have you guys there just to kind of direct me to a few different places, but I didn't feel it was overwhelming at all. It was, as a newcomer to D&D, it was okay. got a bit of a vague idea of what to do. I press this. It's obviously helpful having some people in the group who know what the game entails, and a DM who's controlling things. So it was helpful.
Yeah,
I wonder if the graphics could be a little bit sharper. Whether that's my screen or
no. This is because Jamie's basically just gone online and just copied this, like screenshotted it. Some of the other maps are really clear. So this is just Jamie's just picked it up somewhere, right, Jamie?
Yeah. So this one, for example, which is a lot much clearer.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's got the depth there if you want it, isn't it? And you can come and do this like light playing, or I guess if you're into like heavy strategy, that's available for you too. So and if you want the role playing aspect, you can dip into that. Or if you just enjoy the scenario, but you can do that. So it's quite a nice bit of freedom in that world.
Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Jamie, do you want to sign us all out?
I will do. Yeah, with absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. So thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed what you see, please find us on our various social media channels, including Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you there's horrendous feedback. If you give us a subscribe when you're on YouTube. Otherwise, keep safe and keep rolling. I messed it up. Bye. Bye.
Bye.